can't always believe everything you read off random people on the internet, but sometimes you'll have those moments where you'll just be on the right amount of hopium when you read something. Tez2 on GTA forums, who you might remember as a data miner who's evidently got some insider knowledge at Rockstar, said that someone at Rockstar dropped a hint to him about a current-gen port of GTA 4. He said it's been in development for about a year now, we might see it drop later this year, and that this is one of several reasons why the Liberty City mod for GTA 5 was taken down. And that's all it took to get a bunch of people talking about this, including myself, obviously. Now, don't hype yourself up about something just yet, especially if it's a project that hasn't been officially announced yet, because it's not like we haven't had other projects at Rockstar that got scrapped before they were revealed, and in one sad case, scrapped after it was announced. But hey, this is relevant to me because it involves a new version of a game that I've enjoyed for a long time. And you know what? I hope it's real. Especially because I think this has been a long time coming. And it at least shows that they're finally comfortable with doing new things with old games again. You might remember how back in 2022 we got word from Tez once again that Rockstar had planned on doing remasters of Red Dead Redemption and GTA 4, but then they decided to not move forward with those projects. Maybe because the definitive editions of the PS2 games instead became the unfortunate editions. And after Tez broke that news, a reporter at Kotaku with sources at Rockstar was able to confirm this is true. But they also said that this didn't mean that they were completely scrapped. They were just postponed for the time being. And I bet one reason was because they needed to do a reevaluation or something to make sure that nothing like the definitive edition ever gets released again out of them. And part of that likely included finding a studio to actually handle these types of projects. And it looks like Rockstar found that in Double 11, a British game developer which was founded by former Rockstar employees. And lo and behold, they ended up releasing a port of Red Dead Redemption. Not a remaster, but it was at least something that made the game more available to play for people. This is probably what's going to happen with GTA 4 if this rumor is true. Like with Red Dead, that game is at least playable on Xbox as well, and unlike Red Dead before it was re-released in 2023, GTA 4 already has a PC port, albeit a PC port that's only playable once you install some fan-made patches in order to get it to run properly. But hey, not everyone has either an Xbox or a PC. There might be some people who are just on PlayStation only. How are they supposed to play the game? Now, visual updates would be really nice to have, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. If this really does happen, I would expect it to be more like the PlayStation and Switch ports of Red Dead Redemption. 4K resolution and 60 frames per second for a $50 price tag. They probably just want to make sure the game actually works first and foremost. But this is where the Xbox and PC version can actually get an update as well. They both run at a faster frame rate than they did on the 360 and PS3. But that can cause some serious problems with the game, especially if you're interested in actually beating the story. If the frame rate is too high, that part where you have to climb onto the helicopter at the end will not work, unless you push the button or your spacebar insanely fast. Believe it or not, I've actually seen someone suggest using an electric toothbrush on that part. Like turning on the toothbrush, putting it on your controller, and then that would register as a fast enough button push that it makes him climb up. I know it's as ridiculous as it sounds, but apparently it worked. But we shouldn't have to be reduced to using toothbrushes to beat the game. Now, even if there really is going to be a new port, and if they do fix that, does that justify the removal of the Liberty City mod for GTA 5? I think most people are going to say no, it doesn't. Now, if it was a remake in the GTA 6 engine, that would be a different story. Although as cool as it would be to even get just a remaster in the style of something like what they did for Oblivion, I don't think that's going to happen. Tez even reiterated that from his understanding, this is just going to be a port, not a remaster. If you want something like that, there are mods available on the PC version. There are E&B mods, but I know some don't like those because they say they change the game's vibe a little too much. Ash735 has some great mods for GTA 4 that pretty much do what you should expect from a standard remaster. There's a higher resolution vehicle pack that adds a lot of little details to cars, and also a higher resolution texture pack that just overall improves the look of everything. Essentially, where everything was once blurry, now it looks good. He did a great job with both of these mods, and I've left links to them in the description below. And one more thing with the official GTA 4 port. I wouldn't be surprised if multiplayer gets completely removed. It works on Xbox, but not on PC. And if a PS5 and Switch port ever happens, I feel like they're just going to remove it completely like they did with Red Dead's multiplayer. The multiplayer in the game was really basic, especially compared to GTA Online, but for its time, it was a hell of a lot of fun. And I think it would still be fun to get back on today. But again, I wouldn't count on it. Now what do you think? Would a new port of GTA 4 be worth releasing and playing while waiting for GTA 6 to come out? Would you be fine with it even if it's just a direct port and not a remaster? Let me know, and thank you for watching. Oh, actually, you know what? One more thing. I think there's something that we can all agree shouldn't be fixed. I mean, that alone just makes the game worth bringing back.